who intelligently responded to an alleged threat that was not published, that someone was coming to open fire on everybody in the church.
Hello, welcome to this channel. There is this video I came across and I would like us to watch it together. But before we do that, please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do that. Click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to keep being part of this. Then as you watch, do not forget to react and also drop your comments in the comment section.
Yesterday, there is something significant that happened in Plateau State. Still in the Becos area, there was a church that the Nigerian Civil Defense Corps, who intelligently responded to an alleged threat that was not published, that someone was coming to open fire on everybody in the church. And as of the time of speaking with you now, maybe people supposed to be mourning that either 100 people were killed inside the church, 50 people were killed inside the church, but it did not come to pass because the civil defense has mounted every other security agency to make sure that they came around church premises and arrested this man with firearms. Okay? Now, one would ask, the intention of someone coming to church to open fire on everyone, of what motives is that? What is the intention? The intention is just religiously inclined. People don't want to say this. For you to bring AK-47 with 2 magazines coming to the church to open fire on everybody, of which you know in Nigeria, they will go to church in this war-ravaged Nigeria and they will not carry gun to the church. So you coming to the church with AK-47, if this guy had entered inside the church, by now we could have been counting scores, dead bodies. This is just like a religious war. They want to cleanse these people out of their ancestral land. They have been renaming their communities, killing them, and people don't want to call it the way it is. People don't want to call it the way it is. They hate people who are Christians in those areas. This is what is going on in Plateau State, in Benue State, in every other state in Nigeria. All these people are one. Whether Bermuda terrorists, whether ISWAP, whether Nakurawa, whether Fundani terrorists, whether Boko Haram, these are the same people, okay? With one motive, to make sure that the Islamic State will be imposed on Nigeria. That is just it. Now, Sahara reporters reported this. A man reportedly nabbed with gun during church service in Plateau. And let's see the details of the article. It reads that operatives of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, in Plateau State have arrested a man allegedly found with a firearm within the premises of a church in Becos, local government area of the state. The suspect, whose identity remained undisclosed, was apprehended on Sunday morning at about 8:30 a.m. during a routine patrol by NSCDC operatives around the church compound. Security expert and counterinsurgency analyst Zagazonda Makama disclosed the development via his verified X handle on Sunday. Now, up to now, they have not been able to, people I called, they have not been able to return back to me to tell me this person, these are the people who sent him this way, he came from, this is the particular person, okay? They have not been able to identify the particular person, the name of the particular person. I asked them to bring the name for me. I was waiting before I would do this report, but they did not, okay? Definitely we know who have been terrorizing these areas, but for the sake of report and clarity, they have not been able to bring the name for me. Now, the article continues that he commended the swift response of the security operatives, who, he said, acted on credible intelligence. The suspect was found in possession of a gun and could not provide any satisfactory explanation or legal document for it. The swift action of our operatives helped prevent what could have escalated into serious security breach. Makama noted that the timely intervention of the NSCDC was crucial in maintaining peace in an area already considered vulnerable to security threats, including attacks by armed groups and bandits. Out of the article. This is also the same state that the army chief told us that they can't do anything because there is a political underlying issues. There is an underlying issues. That is why you, the military, you cannot do anything because there is a political underlying issue. Sometimes, if Nigerian military, Nigerian soldiers, the way they sound sometimes, I will look at it that these people don't really know the meaning of a military. If you see that the politicians are colluding with the armed bandits, if you yourself is not a terrorist, there is nothing wrong with taking over power when you see that a politician is aiding terrorists. Because that is treason on its own. If Nigeria was to be a country, that is a treason. For a politician to sponsor insurgents against his own people is treason. So what is the military doing? But the military are colluding as well. The military are colluding as well. So there is nothing or a difference between the politicians and the military. They are on the same mission and they are on the same course. Now, the article continued that the authorities have not released further details about the suspect, citing the need to conclude preliminary investigation before disclosing his identity or possible motive. And I promise you that it will end like that. From my experience, it will end like that. On January 8th this year, DSS arrested 10 Boko Haram members while others flee in Osun State. They were caught with bombs and so many things. And they could not even remind them. It took the intervention of court. People have to go to court to make sure that they arrested those Boko Haram members. And you know what happened? Court gave that within 2 months that they should profile them and charge them, but they should remind them first. Court gave order for them to remind them. But let me tell you, up to today, we were informed that they were released without trial. This is the Nigeria you all are turning your head as if it's a country. What kind of nonsense is that? They released Boko Haram without trial. Why someone like Nnamdi Kanu is still there? And I used to tell people that Nnamdi Kanu is not there because of anything. Nnamdi Kanu is there because of you. Nnamdi Kanu is there because if he is out, the terrorism, insurgency that they want to put upon you will not be there. Yeah, it will not be there. It will be prevented. It's only Nnamdi Kanu that understands the language that they use to follow these people. And you want to fold your hands and you think this country is going to become a better day. May God keep everyone alive like he's keeping Gowon. To see what he fought, what he killed almost 5 million people to keep one. In his old age, above 80, Gowon is crying because they killed almost 6 children in his community. They sack everybody in his community. Now, they rename his community. Gowon could not do anything. And he's alive, passing through pain. Nigeria doesn't want it. People in government sponsor terrorists against their people. Now, the last article here says that Bekos, located in the central zone of the Plateau State, has in recent years witnessed sporadic incidents of violence and unrest, particularly involving community clashes and attacks on rural settlements. Efforts to reach the cops for comment failed. And I want to tell you that this issue is going to die. Yeah. See, if I tell you something about this country, it's not because of any other thing. It's because of clarity and truthfulness. You hardly see someone who will tell you the truth about Nigeria because everyone is afraid. They're afraid of unknown. They're afraid that someone will kill them. They're afraid of this, that, blah, blah, blah. They will come out to tell you that, see, this, you see what happened. This is what happened. Oh. And you will tell them, oh yeah, come to live session. Let's talk about it. They say, no, I can't talk about it. I'm talking about people who say they are politicians. Oh, Okocha, I like what you are doing. Oh, keep it up. I say, sir, but you are a politician. Why can't you, if you know what I'm doing and you know this is true as you are telling me now, why can't you go to the television and say it? You say, no, for political reasons. In this COG, black man, your political interest is far beyond your people. You value it more than your people, your political interest. As far as if you talk, they'll put eyes on you. They might rig the election against you, or they might use court to remove you if you recontest the election. Because of that, you don't want to say the truth. It's a pity. It's a pity. I am telling you, high-profile politicians, telling you that we know what is going on. But they can't say it. And that is why you see, if you see someone who even have the courage to come and talk, value the person. Now, let me tell you, there is a template. You see the way things are going rough in Nigeria, and people are supposed to say, the opposition, politicians like PDP, all those people, they are now supporting Tinubu, even when things are rough. That is how they are still doing in insecurity matter. Everybody know what is going on, but they don't want to talk. They would rather endorse the sources of insecurity at the detriment of their people. And that is why if you see someone who come out to speak up, support the person. Don't just criticize the person if you don't know what the person is saying. Because time will come, people will be afraid to talk. Unless the likes of Nnamdi Kanu will be released again to continue to sensitize the people and open their eyes. Anyway, it is what it is. Nigeria is not sustainable and can never be sustainable. Nigeria is a country that has come to kill their own. And if we continue to pay deaf ear to it, according to D.Y. Danjuma, we all will die one after the other unless you pick up arms to defend yourself. That was from D.Y. Danjuma. Unless you pick up arms to defend yourself. Anybody that tells you that self-defense of yourself now in Nigeria is not good, you know that the person is your enemy. If they tell you don't defend yourself, they are your enemy. Don't listen to anyone. Pick up whatever you can do to defend yourself, because you come to think of it now, people were sleeping last week in Benue. People just gathered them, slaughtered them, and those people go free. Nobody will arrest them. But Nigerians should reason now. What is wrong with us? Something is really wrong with us. So you were sleeping. Someone came, just boom, open your door. Boom, 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 boom. They shot almost 5 people dead. 2 children dead, they did not shoot them. They took up knives, break their 2 heads. They died. Their crime is that they were born and brought up in Nigeria, a country that kills its own. That is their crime. And you come out to tell them not to defend themselves. It is a crime to tell people not to defend themselves.
Thank you for watching this video. Please leave your contribution in the comment section and also do well to subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.